What if Iron Man had to stop a machine that could turn the sun into a weapon? The world is in danger, and only Tony Stark can save it. Will Iron Man rise to the challenge? Let's find out. This is Iron Man and the Solar Forge, a superhero story for kids. All around the world, people looked up to see the face of Iron Man projected onto the clouds. But today, the hero of the hour was nowhere to be seen. It all started when sudden blackouts hit cities around the world. People's phones and watches stopped working. The power was out. And when the lights came back on, the giant screen in the sky was gone. Where was Iron Man? What had happened? Meanwhile, high above the world, Tony Stark flew through the clouds in his high-tech suit. His face was grim as he tracked the source of the blackout to his own prototype machine called the Solar Forge. Someone had stolen the Solar Forge and was using it to drain the sun's energy. If he didn't get there soon, the whole planet could freeze in darkness. The Solar Forge was supposed to be a clean energy source, harvesting the sun's energy without scorching the earth. It was still in the prototype stage, but it was almost perfected. But someone had beaten Tony to the punch, stealing the Solar Forge and sending him the message. "You should have kept your tech secret, Stark. Now I will drain the sun, and humanity will freeze in the dark." Signed, Helios. Tony growled as he tracked the energy signature to orbit. That's where the Solar Forge was being hidden. A secret space station made of shining metal and sleek curves. As Tony got closer, he saw hundreds of solar-powered drones buzzing around the station like angry hornets. They were blocking his way. With a flick of his wrist, Iron Man sent a repulsor blast through the drones, taking them out one by one. He flew straight through the opening of the space station and found himself in a huge hangar. And there it was. The Solar Forge hooked up to a large beam of energy that drained the sun like a giant straw. Helios stood in front of the machine, his face twisted with a wild smile. "You're too late, Stark," he shouted. "Soon the sun will be mine, and then I will rule the galaxy." "Not so fast, creep," Tony shot back, firing his repulsor blasts. But Helios was ready for him. With a wave of his hand, he summoned the drones. Now fully charged from the Solar Forge, they swarmed Iron Man, punching and kicking until his suit was dented and sparking. But Tony wasn't giving up. As Helios approached, he blasted the controls with a repulsor blast, sending sparks flying. Then he did something unexpected. He ripped off his helmet and tossed it aside, revealing his face. "You want power? I have power," he yelled, pulling his arc reactor out of his chest. With a twist of his hand, he redirected the flow of energy, blasting the Solar Forge. Suddenly, the room was filled with light as the machine exploded. The energy surge overloaded the station, causing the whole thing to start breaking apart. Tony and Helios were blasted out into space. "I may have just saved the planet," Tony gasped, watching the space station implode behind him. "But now I have to get back before Pepper finds out I was gone." Helios, however, wasn't so lucky. The explosion knocked him out, sending him floating helplessly through space. When he finally woke up, he was trapped inside the doomed space station, his dreams of ruling the galaxy over. Back on Earth, Tony landed in Central Park, where a group of wide-eyed kids surrounded him. "Wow, Iron Man," one of them said. "That was amazing. You saved us." Tony knelt down to their level. "Being a hero isn't about power," he said. "It's about responsibility. No matter how great your power is, it must always be used for good, never for control." The kids nodded, understanding. "Thanks, Iron Man," they said in unison. And with that, Iron Man was gone, leaving only the afterglow of his amazing power. If you enjoyed Iron Man's Solar Forge battle, hit like, subscribe, and share. Would you use the power of the sun to build or to destroy?